Hello and welcome to the News9 Plus show on the world's first news and current affairs OTT platform, News9 Plus. The United States of America is the most powerful country in the world. It is to present day what Rome was to the ancient world, what the Mongol Empire was to 13th century, and Britain in the 19th century. The US has the world's most powerful military. It has over 700 bases in 80 countries across the world. It has over 170,000 troops permanently deployed in 159 countries. The US economy at $30 trillion is nearly a quarter of the world economy. But now all of this seems to be changing under President Donald Trump. He has started a tariff war with two of the USA's biggest neighbors, Canada and Mexico. His administration is shutting down US aid, said to be a powerful tool of US foreign interference. In fact, Trump's Foreign Secretary Marco Rubio seems to be suggesting a reversal of the US foreign policy. He said, and I quote, "We are in a multipolar world with multi-great powers in different parts of the planet, and the post-war global order is not just obsolete, it's a weapon being used against us." Is this the end of the American empire of influence across the world? And what does it mean for India and the world? Today we look at the 5 areas in which the Trump effect could affect India. In manufacturing, in weapon sales, tariffs, globalization, and finally immigration. Joining me to discuss this are Ambassador Anil Trigunyat, Dr. S.P. Sharma, and Major General Sanjay Meston. Gentlemen, welcome to the News9 Plus show. Ambassador Trigunyat, make sense of these last couple of developments for us. Is the American empire finally ending? America used to be the global cop. It was policing the entire world, but Trump clearly seems to have something else on his mind.
Well, I think that the Trump's philosophy, in the sense, is driven by America first.
Right.
And it is not from now. It has been there for Roosevelt when they created a new rule-based order.
Yes.
And the United States is the one which you mentioned as the global policeman.
Yes.
By being so, it has also really decimated that very heritage that it had. So
Right.
its legitimacy has been going away. Its friendships with the countries has become suspect.
Yes.
And President Trump wants to really create that thing. Like when he says that the world will measure us
Yes.
on our successes,
Right.
not only by the battles we win, but by the wars we end, or by the wars we never enter into. Now, that's a very major, I would say, statement from him.
Yes.
Secondly, you were mentioning about the biggest economy, this and that. But let us also not forget that while the $30 trillion economy is there,
Yes.
their own debt is unsustainable of $31 trillion,
Yes.
with over $1 trillion in servicing debts. So immigration, inflation, and interest have become a very major problem on the plank on which he came to power. And that's precisely what he's trying to do. While he's becoming a peacemaker, he wants peace through strength. His strength comes internally.
Yes.
So that's what they are trying to focus. At the same time, even they understand very well that China is the major challenge that they are
Yes.
going to face. But they are following a policy of competition with cooperation with China.
Yes.
And China and USA, in my view, would like to deal in a G2 format.
Right.
The Chinese are also not looking to confront the United States in any which way. And there are discussions. And so what you mentioned about Marco Rubio,
Yes.
the acknowledgement that there
Yes.
are other powers who need to be respected
Yes.
is acknowledgement of the reality of today's world.
Right.
Even though I personally feel that eventually the world is moving towards a Cold War 2.0 kind of a scenario.
Yes.
Because what Trump has done is, you see, I mean, he has walked out of the multilateral institutions that guarantee this multipolarity. So he has walked out of the Paris Agreement, which is climate change being one of the biggest threats to the world.
Yes.
He has walked out of the World Health Organization, whereas we have seen what pandemic has done to the world. He does not have respect for those institutions. He thinks that the United States could do that. So those are going to be his major challenges. At the same time, he is trying to reduce the conflicts and the wars, especially we have seen what he has done in Gaza. Secondly, he's trying to work on Russia-Ukraine war to stop it.
Right.
So that means there will be certain changes in the global dynamic by itself,
Right.
which will create, in my view, some kind of a thing. But then his term is only about 4 years, and
Yes.
we will see how this great power competition eventually plays out.
Right, absolutely. But there is another story to that as well, Ambassador Trigunya, a possibility of a third Trump term. I don't know how that is going to play out, but that has already started doing the rounds. But that's a separate story for another day. But I want to come to Dr. Sharma on this issue of manufacturing, Dr. Sharma. The fact that, China plus one was the buzz a few years back. In fact, right until the time that Donald Trump took over, it meant to signify that foreign firms were looking for countries other than China to invest in for manufacturing. But now in today's Trump era, China plus one, the plus one seems to be the United States itself. So how does it look for us, for the Indian economy, when Trump is going to emphasize on manufacturing within the United States? And the message to American industry is very clear, as Ambassador Trigunya was saying, that it is America first, and the fact is nearshoring seems to be the preferred solution.